These are the 10 things which I'm doing right now which have changed my life. First thing I do to start my morning is I make my bed as soon as I wake up. You wake up, you're half asleep, you make your bed, at least you tick something off and you feel like you've accomplished something already. Once I've made my bed, I go straight to the kitchen and get a bit of pink Himalayan salt and a glass of water and I scull it. And yes, it's uncomfortable some days when you're not that thirsty, you still gotta drink it because it's just a great thing to do. Those days when you're not that thirsty, you should still do it too because it's gonna enhance your day even further because it means you're also hydrated and you add additional hydration into your body. Then I get straight into the shower and I know what you're thinking, you probably have a cold shower. No, I don't. I actually have a warm shower and my new trick is for the last 10 seconds, I turn the water to cold to wake me up. It also shuts all your pores so that you haven't got any pimples and that when you're coming out of the shower. It wakes you up and it's not like you dread the shower because when I was doing cold showers before, I'd get in the shower and I'd be procrastinating actually getting up and getting in the shower, which led to me just snoozing my alarm more. So I find that for me, the most productive thing is to still have a little bit of cold exposure throughout your day. You still get the warmth, you still get to have a little bit of music and enjoy yourself in the shower. 20 seconds of fear a day makes you a better person too. So this is your first 10 seconds of fear. And when you get out, you feel energized and you feel great and ready for the day. You get this like dopamine rush. And as soon as I'm done with the shower, I give myself a high five in the mirror. I know it's so corny. You look at yourself in the mirror and you go, I love you and I'm excited for this day. I guarantee you, if you have a lack of self-confidence and you're not positive, you have to build these habits. These are hard habits to build. They're easy habits, but they're hard habits to do every single day. And that's why those habits you actually need, because if you don't intentionally set habits which are good for you, you fall back on habits which are bad for you. So after I've done my corny high five, I get dressed, and specifically I get dressed to be a more successful person, if that makes sense. So I like to wear like some chinos, some Iron Williams, and that's how I get dressed. Whether I'm going to the gym, whether I'm doing anything, that's my scheduled outfit that I really have. I pretty much wear that every single day. It also just takes away the guesswork of me putting on a different outfit every single day. I could easily just wear trackies and sit at home all day. I believe in manifestation and stuff, and I prefer to feel like a successful person by dressing like a successful person. You never know what's going to happen throughout the day. If you have to get up and go straight to the shops, if you've got trackies on, you might not meet that person that you're meant to meet, or you might not talk to the right person. So at least if you're looking good and you're feeling good and you've already done these steps for the morning routine beforehand, that you're starting the day off well and you look good, you're carrying a good attitude. It's just a game changer, to be honest. After that, I go straight outside. I like to, hopefully the sun's out so I get to get a bit of sun exposure. If not, I just sit out there, breathe in the morning air, because so many people just get straight in their cars if you're going to work or going to school. You don't actually get to get outside. I find that if you get outside, breathe in the fresh air. While I'm outside, I read my goal. My goal is to get to 20 videos this month. Once I've read my goals, I read my positive affirmations. If you don't want to do it, don't worry about it, but I'm just telling you that it works. I'm a successful fitness coach. I have 10 million subscribers and I love myself. To improve your self-image, I found that this has absolutely helped me. Once I've done that, I just write a simple to-do list on my phone. I don't overcomplicate it and I get straight to work. This morning routine literally should take you around 15 minutes and you're into work. You don't need to go for a walk. You don't need to do an ice bath. You don't need to, it should not take you that long. All of that stuff is productive procrastination. Simply what a morning routine should do is should bring you from waking up to ready to work. This should take me around 15 minutes and it's the most productive way that I can get straight to work. Once I've done my to-do list, it's literally just on my phone and I just tick it off throughout the day. Just write it on your phone. You don't need to put it on a board that you tick off with a fancy color and shit. Doesn't matter. For me, that's writing it on my phone. For you, it might be writing it down. This has literally stopped me from procrastinating. Then for the rest of the day, I do 2 things to educate myself to become a better person. Whenever I have any idle time, like if I'm eating or if I'm in the car by myself, I'm listening to a self-development audio, 1 or 2 a day, the more the merrier. And the second thing I'm doing is I read 10 pages a day of a book. Whenever that is, I like to get it in before the morning. Well, I hated reading. I'm enjoying it more. It's definitely probably the most mundane task I do throughout the day. It's definitely not my most enjoyable thing that I do, but that's why I put it before everything. Ideally, I do it in the morning. I've noticed that now sometimes I procrastinate to get to bed because I'm like, I don't want to read, so I'm just going to edit for a little bit longer. Right now, I'm reading The Magic of Thinking Big, and it's been such a good book. I'm literally 3/4 of the way through, and it's like blown my mind. It is such a good book, so if you want to make another video about the books that I've read and the takeaways I've got, let me know too. Now the next thing I do is throughout the day, whenever I have an amount of time, usually it's at night, I journal. And to be honest for me, I hate journaling. I used to hate journaling. I've never really thought about the things that I'm doing. Like, I think deeply in my head, but I've never written it down on paper. So for me doing this, I genuinely was just like, I love to just go, you know. I love to edit more, post more, film more. Like, pretty much the way that I journal, from the books and the audios, I write down my key takeaways, and then from there, in the journaling book, I write those things into like questions. So if it's like how to prioritize my time more, then I'll start thinking, okay, do I need to use a calendar? When can I time block things more? If you do this right, this goes to like half an hour to an hour, depending on how many takeaways I got from the day. The back of your brain starts to hurt. So that's when you know that you're getting that good stuff out. And it makes you uncomfortable when you start like actually digging deeper into questions. It's like, well, why do I want to become successful? Okay, because I want to have like financial freedom. Well, it's like, well, why do you want to have financial freedom? And it's like, well, I don't know. And it's like, when you start thinking like that, it's like, what's my why? Why am I doing the things that I'm doing? And it's like, it genuinely makes you like, your feet start to crawl up, your hands start to crawl up. And look, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I'm saying for me, it's helping me grow as a person, and I'm really enjoying it. It's uncomfortable, but the more uncomfortable I get, the more I'm like, sweet, this is growth. I enjoy this. So if I forget to do my positive affirmations, why do I forget my positive affirmations? Because I went to bed late. Why did I go to bed late? Because I was scrolling. Okay, so that means that I'm technically prioritizing scrolling over my positive affirmations, which is technically meaning that I'm prioritizing pleasure over actual growth. So when you break it down like that, you work out, okay, well, everything just becomes a priority. With this journaling and deep work kind of session, I also do a recap of the day. So I write down all the things which were productive that I did and the things which were unproductive. If I have to write down the things that I've done wrong, it's like, well, it makes me not want to do things wrong throughout the day, or things that are unproductive. Also, it gives me more of a positive outlook, because I'm like, wow, I've done all these things, and yes, I've done a little bit of unproductive things, but I've done 2 unproductive things, and I've done 30 productive things. So for me, it makes me feel better about myself, and I'm like, okay, it's a performance overview. If you think about it as a business, you always want to do a performance overview of the night's takings, the sales, so you got to treat yourself the same way. What can I do better? If I was on my phone too much today, why did I do that? Oh, because I had a lack of sleep. Okay, so tomorrow, how can I improve my sleep? You can see where you can improve your life. And if you didn't do that, you wouldn't know. You see what you've done well. Doing this, I've written down all the things that I've done, and I'm happy with the things I've done. If I've done 2 unproductive things, I can fix that the next day. I also do a Quizlet, which is just based off of changing the way that your language is. If you want me to drop it, I can put it down below the Quizlet. Changing the way that you speak. Even if you say, I miss you, it's a negative connotation, because miss is negative. But if you say, I'm excited to see you, it's a positive connotation. This is like, if you're at school, right? For me, the best way for me to learn was to have like recall learning. It's intentionally building that habit of every single time that someone says to me, how are you going? It's like, I'm great, I'm fantastic, you know? And I literally now catch myself out. No, I'm great, nice to meet you. There's no point of being negative. It's great to be positive, because the majority of people are negative. So if you show positivity and enthusiasm, it's great for you too. If you're enthusiastic about life, you're gonna be more enthusiastic about waking up in the morning, you're gonna feel better about yourself, and ultimately your life just improves. And the last thing I do has fixed my sleep. So I don't know if it's doing all those other things too, but also like doing those things like the journaling and the analytical side of things when it comes to performance overview of your day, and the Quizlet and the good headspace things, makes you just sleep better. It takes the weight off your shoulders. You're not overthinking about anything. You literally go to bed like this. And I found this NSDR from Andrew Hugerman, I think his name is. NSDR has absolutely game changed the way that I've slept. I put it on, it's a bit of meditation. I fall asleep in 2 minutes now. No matter what is on my brain, I put that NSDR on and it puts me straight to sleep. It's pretty much a full body scan, and it just really relaxes your whole CNS. And that's it. That's my day. That's my productive habits that I've implemented into my day. I've ultimately found that it has changed my life in the last 2 months. I had anxiousness. I don't like to use the word anxiousness. I don't like to use the word anxiety, because it becomes a medical thing. But I like to call myself nervous. I was nervous. I was lack of confidence. I had these parts of my life where I didn't want to even just go outside. I didn't want to film. I didn't want to do anything. And I've got issues that I need to talk about in another video. For me, this has drastically impacted my life, and I feel the most confident, the most happy, and the most energetic person that I've ever been. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, more self-development personal growth videos. I want to make more videos because doing these things have changed my life, and I've got so much more videos to make about these. So if you guys are interested, yeah, let me know down below in the comments. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.